Hello and greetings. This is Jorge Michel Santos Martinez speaking, and in this opportunity, I'm going to be working the speaking section number two of English grammar. In this opportunity, we're going to be talking about my favorite dish, and specifically, we're going to be talking about what is my favorite dish, the ingredients that it requires to be prepared, as well as some cautions we have to be aware of when we are preparing it, and describing how to prepare it in a more or less organized way. With all that said, we can begin. Now, one of my favorite dishes, and one of the dishes I like to prepare, and I know to prepare the best, is mangú con los tres golpes. It's a traditional Dominican dish enjoyed by many people from all walks of life. It isn't expensive to prepare or to buy the ingredients for it. Easy to prepare, and although it requires, pardon, a little bit of care during the preparation. If you want to have the best mango you can enjoy. Today, I want to introduce you to this delicious delicacy that is a true Dominican dish and is fascinates me to prepare and enjoy eating. So, the recipe for mangulos tres golpes requires the following ingredients. We need at least 4 green plantains, 2 tablespoons of butter, pardon. That is optional. You can also use a little bit of cold water to prepare it, or milk if you want to as well. In the case of milk, you need a half a cup of milk. That is also optional. Salt to taste, 1 large onion, 2 tablespoons of vinegar, 4 eggs, 4 slices of Dominican salami, 4 slices of fried cheese, and oil for frying that cheese. Now, how we can prepare this unique dish? Well, first we have to peel the plantain and put it into a medium-sized chunk. Then, secondly, we place the plantain in a pot with enough water to cover them and add uh, a pinch of salt to our taste. Then, after that, we begin to boil the plantains for about 15 to 20 minutes or until they are soft. When pierced with a fork, you can pierce it and you will notice that they are soft. And that is the correct time to prepare the next step. Now, following while the plantains are being cooked, slice the onions into rings and place them in a small pan with a bit of oil and vinegar. Put over low heat until soft and slightly caramelize the onion and later set it aside. Once the plantain are ready, drain the water and mash them immediately. Add butter and milk if you desire it for extra creaminess. And while you're doing, you can adjust the salt to your taste. Then you will do the next thing. In a separate pan, fry the salami slices until golden brown and remove and set it aside when they are done. Later, you will now going to fry the cheese slices until they are light golden and crunchy. Be careful, we have to be on not to overcook them or they will melt completely. But that is depending on the fried cheese you buy, and every single one have their own timing, so you have to be careful with that. Now we're going to fry the eggs. We fry them eggs sunny side up, um, making sure that the forks stays intact. After all of this is done, we serve the mashed plantains topped with the suited onions and accompanied them with salami, fried cheese, and the eggs. Now, some caution we have to be careful about. One, don't leave the plantain in water after boiling. They will absorb an excessive amount of water and become soggy. We don't want it to be too soggy if you want to maintain that creaminess that this dish is all known for. Um, Another, like I told you, avoid frying the cheese on high heat. It may melt too quickly and lose its shape. We want to have those square shape intact. We want just to give it that golden and crunchy texture. And finally, be cautious with hot oil when frying salami, the cheese, eggs, because you can be warm when you put those ingredients in hot oil. With all of this said, you can easily prepare this delicious dish. It is not that difficult to do, and it's quite cheap, and you can get a very filling meal and also very delicious one. And you will have a taste of the Dominican culture in your mouth. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening, and cheers.